Emmanuel, coming on to you next, and kind of same question in terms of understanding those different generations and what your organization's been doing about that. Specifically, if you can elaborate on any technologies that you've been using specifically help with that, that would be great.
Absolutely. I mean, I have to agree with the previous comments. Today the information is moving very fast and people decide in the first 30 seconds if they really want to get their information or maybe just moving away. And for us, being in hospitality, which is a very practical job, we need to move fast as, of course, the operational moving. We apply, as More, we're working on a platform called WorkChat, Workforce, which eventually, is the professional way to have a Facebook where, you see those group of professional, group of hotel interacting with other group of hotel, just to make sure that the information is also fun and people can assimilate the knowledge, update of the company or anything new, launching, new opening, and also chance to, meet colleagues from the same company in different countries, which honestly brings some very positive result and feedback from any sort of age. You have somebody that, like me as a millennial, where you join a company and you get this big booklet and say, this is your booklet. That's the way you learn. And then, I see now that eventually the moment you join, your onboarding process is through a link that you can go and get all the right information. And again, it's very, very fast, and it's almost very hard to predict what is going to be the next 5 years of information and how the way people want to assimilate. But it's challenging in a way because not all the topic they're very interesting. And today people seems like they have hard some focus on things that they boring in a way, So everything, especially my industry, on a specific degrees, need to speed up and make sure that the whole learning process change. The whole e-learning approach now on any single department is alive and is interactive and is through video and is through short caption, through short interaction. That's what we see in hospitality.
So, Emmanuel, at Ennismore, when you've been implementing this e-learning system, have you taken a different approach when you've been thinking about what age group it is that would be the end users of that platform, and what have they been?
But not eventually on group age, but definitely much more tailored by the person. That's the beauty of having a process where you can put information and can generate a learning process based on the figure and the age and the person you are. So that's about it.
So could you give us kind of like a bit of like the differences that would be if there was a Gen Zer who was kind of like doing or a baby boomer, what would be the traits that you would expect to see and how would you make that technology accessible to all groups?
The very important things to do is make sure that they understand the core value of the company, because that's where the real learning comes, because people get distracted very fast. So if they don't understand the core value of the company, it's going to be hard for us to make sure that they learn it and they follow through a specific mandatory training to follow online. So again, the moment you join, and even if you are, as you say, as a boomer, you have a specific training that you need to go through in a way or the other. There is no exception, because we're working for a company that has been established for years here. Is one of the most fast-moving lifestyle company, and it's important that the base is solid for everybody. But then at the same time, the same base allow you to go on the platform and pick the training that you prefer the most. And that's the freedom we give it to people, because you can decide that your tendency, they are much more towards the service, towards the beverage, towards the guest interaction, the selling, the sales, the marketing, content, digital, and also on. So you can customize your learning as you want and as you feel. And that's what the difference between maybe somebody like me, and again, that they've been teaching us that you need to go step by step to reach a specific position. Today, people, they feel like they want to learn a lot of stuff. And today they might be much more towards content, and then tomorrow they're much more creating recipe or creating something different, more people feel that they have freedom to choose what they have to learn, and more is going to be much more interactive and much more, approachable for them.
Excellent.
At any level. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Manuel.